Founders Award.
It is my honor to present the 2025 International Emmy Founders Award to my friend Dana Walden.
Thank you all so much. This is a bit of an overwhelming moment. I'm so grateful for that support just now. I want to start by acknowledging a couple people. First, Kelly and Mark, thank you for being incredible hosts. I don't know where they are right now, but I'm actually friends with them, and I know they're not going to an after party. This is actually way beyond their bedtime, so I'm going to try to make this as short as I can. Thank you to the International Academy for this incredible honor. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Kevin. I will treasure it forever, and I certainly don't have to worry about getting it back from Ryan. As you just heard, he has plenty of his own, like kind of remarkable. So it is very meaningful to me to get this award from Ryan because it's a full circle moment for us. 13 years ago, I was sitting in the audience watching him receive this very award. So Ryan is brilliant, he's generous, he's kind, and he's really the best friend I could ever ask for. He's delivered hit after hit, and there's no better storyteller. So much of that video was dedicated to him and his brilliant storytelling mind. However, the story he told in that video about the Glee test was very funny, but not exactly true. That was not the worst test in the history of television, and trust me, I know that. It also, though, it didn't get the recognition that it deserved. And I learned two things that night that really changed the way I work with creators. First, through Ryan's eyes, I got to understand how harsh criticism feels to a creator, particularly if the story is personal. Maybe some of you in this room can relate to that. And second, the feedback wasn't really for him, it was for the executives. It was going to be our job to protect Glee and teach an audience how to understand something different and original. Ryan, helping creators like you to bring your stories to the world, it has been the privilege of my lifetime. Thank you so much. I know this award is typically given to the people who create the stories, and rightfully so. But I view this particular honor as recognition of a vital partnership, one that exists between the creator who dreams the dream and the team that believes in it enough to clear the path. My approach has never been complicated. Find singular voices like the creators you just saw in that reel and help them to do their very best work. And most importantly, build a culture of creative risk-taking. I saw the power of that early in my career working on shows like The X-Files, Ally McBeal, 24, The Simpsons, and so many others. Those shows all have two things in common. They were creatively ambitious and they were excellent. And though they were made in the US, they were also huge hits around the world because great storytelling is truly universal. And that belief that great stories can come from anywhere and belong to everyone is at the heart of the Walt Disney Company. It's also a guiding principle of my boss and friend, Bob Iger. Bob's always championed this simple yet powerful idea that if you get the storytelling right, everything else will follow. No matter how much the world changes, people will always want to feel connected and they will always need to be entertained. And nobody does that like Disney. I am so grateful to work alongside so many talented Disney executives from all over the world, many in this audience tonight. I cannot leave this stage without thanking my wonderful husband, Matt, who watches everything, like all of your work. He is my secret weapon and never complains that every single one of our date nights is spent watching my cuts. And to my two daughters, Eliza and Casey, I'm just so proud of both of you. The best story I've ever been involved in is the two of you. And finally, to all of you, right? I look at the groundbreaking work represented in this ballroom and I see the same bold, singular voices I've always sought out. Congratulations to the winners and the nominees. If you're here tonight, you're a winner too. Thank you again.